Today, we are announcing that we have stopped all grant funding that's being abused by NGOs to facilitate illegal immigration into this country. When somebody said NGO to me, I thought, oh, that's amazing. That's a nonprofit that's out there telling somebody about Jesus or spreading faith and salvation or doing good work and charitable work, helping people that are less fortunate. And then I realized over the years, it's been perverted into this shadow government. An NGO is sometimes an operation that does things that the government cannot do, can't legally do. So they create an entity to use government dollars, taxpayer dollars, to do something that the federal government isn't allowed to do.
So look, it's difficult to work out what she's actually saying there because she's apparently one of the dumbest people we've ever seen. If she thought that all NGOs were doing good Jesus stuff. Why did you assume that? Why is that a thing that you assume? Like, everybody remember, her chief qualification for this very lofty position, she's in charge of Homeland Security, was that she would occasionally take pictures in like a puffy vest, and sometimes she shot dogs in the head. And that was basically her qualifications for this position, so we shouldn't be surprised that she's a dunce. But anyway, see, before, she thought NGOs were preaching to people, and then they were okay. They could get hundreds of millions of dollars from the government. But now she finds out they're not all forcing people to become Christians, and so now it's a shadow government. It was okay when she thought it was a shadow church, but it's not, now it's a shadow government. And so when we throw around terms like Christian fascism, kind of sounds like it, that the head of the Department of Homeland Security is saying NGOs are cool if they are like doing ministerial work, then it's okay. But if you're just helping migrants, I don't like that. That's like government stuff. We're not gonna have that, Francesca.
If you're getting tax breaks to preach to people about why they should absolutely be forced to birth any kind of baby, even though they cannot afford it and they're in an abusive relationship. Oh, also they're unhealthy and they need life-saving medical treatment. Oh, maybe the fetus probably won't make it. That's a-okay. That's good shell company NGOs. But if you're talking about contraception, safe sex, planned families, that's just some Soros stuff right there.
Yeah, absolutely absurd. And by the way, the reference to the vest was like day one after being confirmed. She did this big, probably expensive photo shoot where she was going around with like a big bulletproof vest on and everything, like she's kicking down doors.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
and
believe.
It's so comical. How could conservatives not see through this? That this is how little they think of you. That they think this is all they have to deliver. Is they send Kristi Noem to go to like fascist REI or whatever. I'm not saying REI is fascist, I'm saying a version of it where it is, to get suited up and like, oh, now I got a gun. Yeah. My God. And anyway, and so look, is this gonna affect what NGOs do or what they think they need to do to get funding? It seems designed to do that. This is obviously utterly unconstitutional. I mean, imagine if like they swore, like AOC becomes president, she swears in Secretary of Homeland Security Ilhan Omar, who says, I used to think NGOs were just telling people about Allah. And then I found out that they're not talking about Allah, and now we're gonna pull their funding.
No, of course it doesn't apply. It doesn't apply.
Fox would lose their mind.
Of course it doesn't apply. Well, no, throw up the graphic though about where the federal funds are actually going to.
Can we put up a graphic one for a second? We might not have it.
Oh,
there you go. Okay, thank you.
So the shelter and services program,
yeah.
Right? Like these are some of the biggest. This is what the nonprofits are actually doing. And the other thing that they hate about nonprofits, money to nonprofits, and they're talking about helping people come here legally. Often those nonprofits are like legal aid services, right? Legal aid services for people who are poor, who are trying to access, Medicaid or trying to access disability. Legal services, obviously for undocumented people or for people who are trying to immigrate here, legally. That's what a lot of the NGOs are doing, and so this imperils all of it. And I can't believe Democrats allowed this guy to be back in power. And I know there's a lot of blue MAGA out there who are like, nah, it was the Gaza protesters. No, it was this stupid Biden administration for not breaking with all of their murderous policies abroad, and Kamala Harris for not running more to the left, Kamala Harris for not breaking with Joe Biden. It's for their failure to message. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm so angry.
Well. Hey, we're already a week through it. I mean, how many weeks are there in a term? Like 8 or something? So I think we're gonna be fine. We're almost there.